Hey there, Spurs fans. I'm Vicky Villarreal. The 2018-2019 regular season is officially over, and the Spurs are headed to the playoffs for the 22nd straight time, which ties the NBA record for most consecutive playoff appearances. The Spurs ended the regular season with a 48-34 record, landing them in the 7th seed in the Western Conference standings. They'll face the 2nd seed Denver Nuggets in the first round beginning Saturday. Obviously, I'm going to give my prediction for how this series will go, but first, I have a few things I want to say. Above all, I'm an optimist. I know that 6 games separate the Spurs and the Nuggets in the standings, but I also know that this Spurs team is resilient. Time after time throughout this season, we've heard things like the Spurs don't have it this year, or they're the worst defensive team in the league, or they don't have a superstar to rely on, and so much more. Yet, time and time again, the Spurs responded to these comments. They don't have it this year. But LaMarcus Aldridge and DeMar DeRozan respectively ranked 1st and 3rd for most two-point field goals made this season. They're the worst defensive team in the league, but they went that 1 month as one of the best in the league and have greatly improved since the beginning of this season. They don't have a superstar to rely on, and to that I say, yet. Who's to say that in 5, 10, or 15 years, one of these current Spurs won't be regarded as a superstar? This team has a lot of talent. When they're in sync and playing well individually and off of each other, they've proven they're unstoppable. As for this Nuggets team they're facing in the first round, what can I say? They're pretty good. They wouldn't have the 2nd best record in the conference if that wasn't the case. They're the 4th best team in the paint in terms of percentage, and they led the league in clutch wins with 31 wins all season. However, the Nuggets haven't been to the playoffs since 2013, so they don't have nearly as much playoff experience as the Spurs. Let's also not forget that the regular season series between the Spurs and Nuggets was tied at 2 games apiece. With all that said, I believe the Spurs have what it takes to win the series, and my prediction is in 6 games. I know this isn't the most popular opinion, but I believe in the Spurs. Also, let's not forget that a 7th seed team has beaten a 2nd seed team before. That's right, the 7th seed Spurs eliminated the 2nd seed Dallas Mavericks in the 2010 playoffs, and they did it in 6 games. Whatever the case, Spurs fans, this postseason is going to be an interesting one. I, for one, can't wait until it begins. Also, I told you my prediction, but what do you think? Let me know how you think this series will go in the comments. For now, I'm Vicky Villarreal for Project Spurs Network.